Hi children, welcome to this class. Here I am going to explain you about the reflex action and the reflex arc. What is the reflex action and what is reflex arc? The actions which occur involuntarily, automatically, instantaneously and without our consciousness. Those actions are called as reflex actions. What is reflex arc? The components which involved in this action, if we put in series, that pathway is called as a reflex arc. For example, if you touch a hot substance in your kitchen, what will happen? Immediately you will drag your hand back, isn't it? When you walk in your garden, if a thorn pierces your foot, what will happen? Immediately you drag your leg back, isn't it? Such actions, such immediate involuntary actions without our conscious are called reflex actions. Here one example is given. If a stimulus is given at the knee point, the knee will jerks. What will happen at that moment? How the reflex arc is formed, we'll observe here. Here stimulus is given at the knee point. The muscle cells or spindle receives that signal and it is carried by a sensory neuron. It is also called as afferent neuron. It passes through number of neurons. The action potential passes through number of neurons and reach to the spinal nerve. It has two roots. Each spinal nerve has two roots. This is the dorsal root and this is the ventral root. It enters into the dorsal root. That pathway is called as efferent pathway. This is called as the dorsal root. And this is called as the ventral root. It enters, efferent pathway enters into the dorsal root and enters into the spinal cord. Here the central nervous system works at the level of spinal cord. This spinal cord interneuron will work and that analyzes and process. That neuron gives the response to the motor neuron. Motor neuron carries and comes out from the ventral root of the spinal cord and passes that information to the effector cell or motor organ. That is here muscle. So this pathway is called as efferent pathway. Isn't it? Here efferent pathway enters, efferent pathway comes to the motor organs. The main components here are sensory neuron, interneuron and motor neuron. This works with the help of central nervous system and gives the immediate responses to save the body. Isn't it? This is called as reflex arc. You write or draw one more reflex arc for another reflex action. Okay. Then we will learn how the sensory reception is going on and process is going on by taking two examples of sense organs, the ear and the eye in the next classes. Okay. Right. Thank you.